Chapter 2 of Volume 2 of the Curious Children book series, What's the Difference? By Susan MeeLing, that's me, or Reverend MeeLing, or Reverend Susan MeeLing. Chapter 2, Time for Something New. The adult male opened the door before they started to walk up the stairs, examining them to ensure safety and any stray hairs. Did you two have fun playing with each other as you played with your neighborhood friends? One said they enjoyed the experience. The other said it was fun, but waiting for the end. Walking out from the living room area to see everyone at the door, Marshall smiled when he noticed some dirt splattered on Seraphina's face, so sadly poor. The woman embraced all close in a hug. The man wrapped his arms around everyone too. Everyone whispered under their breaths themselves, "I love my family. I love all of you." The man pulled himself to stand upright from being hunched over for the hug. Everyone had an adoring grin and a joyous smug. Time for 2 healthy snacks before you can have an unhealthy one. We cannot wait until the healthy parts to earn are completely done. The children and the female sauntered towards the kitchen to eat. The man saw the dirt was on his shirt from each of the children's cheek. Walking to the bedroom to find a clean change of clothes, the male returned after putting new socks on over his toes. The woman and children set the table. The man returned to the room. He said, "You guys look so serious. Is there an unknown impending doom?" "Sit," the female stated as she added. The children began asking many queries. The man asked, "Is this another type of session with the following in non-sequential series?" Nodding to inform the children to start, and he needed to prepare himself, she pushed to the side of the table, removing a blocked view from the spinning table shelf. The rack had been moved fully against the wall. The children began asking questions, trembling items during the adult handling to fall. On the way back to the house, we were met by a group and we had a scuffle. Nothing too serious and just a minor thing, the children said, handing their hands over their mouths to muffle. On the way home, people we did not know were being so mean they used their feet. They were kicking a baby dog who ran away from home on the side of the street. Seraphina stated we ran up to them, telling them to stop. The dog got away, but they hit us with a pop. Marshall added, they told us not to mess with them on their side of the road. They soon ran off to chase a large toad. The children continued to explain their story to the adults with a listening ear. Both adults were filled with worry, both bothered with fear. Then we heard the other kids' parents talking outside. We are very much confused by certain types of pride. Seraphina asked, "What's the difference between a terrorist and a hero? Are there any variances between bullies and what they do, yes or no?" Marshall inquired, "There are people in terrorists and military. Is there a difference from terrorists or heroes for others to understand and see?" The woman looked to the male, both with eyes open so wide. The children continued asking questions as they sat at the table by the adult's side. What makes a soldier good and what makes a terrorist bad? Why do bullies want others to only feel pain, only to feel sad? What is abuse and abusive type behavior? Is there a way to cease problems without moral implications of failure? What makes a soldier unique to a terrorist or a bully? Would you two adults please explain this to my sibling and me? The male stood up to leave the kitchen room. Both adults wondered of the questions and their possible doom. Returning quickly, he had dictionaries and encyclopedias in hand. The woman helped put them on the table when he handed over some with a rubber band. The two children sighed loudly as they rolled their eyes. Again? They asked with such tremendous surprise. Over and over again. Both adults agreed, saying, "You know what time it is and what to do. Time to research to learn. Time to make sure to understand. Partially this is asked of you. Afterwards we will continue and have a talk going back and forth so you can make your own minds up from the information available, of course. Pens and notebooks are already here. Time to study and learn. Now let's get yourselves in gear." Asking why needing to use notebooks instead of a computer, they crossed their arms to pout, explaining electricity isn't always around for technology. They persisted upon the teaching route. "Okay," Serafina and Marshall both whined as each grabbed several books and pens. "I hope you two are not going to say it all over again." Shaking their heads to one another and towards the children, the two adults simply smiled. If you do not research to learn for yourself, how could you understand anything truly, dear child? That is the end of chapter 2 of volume 2 of the children's book series, What's the Difference? By me, Susan MeeLing, or Reverend MeeLing, or Reverend Susan MeeLing. Thank you.